No longer do sustainable or socially conscious pieces mean they lack style. Today's engineering has evolved to allow materials to be created from recycled plastic bottles, which is incredible. Lots of advances make it so much easier to find animal-friendly items. And Janice, you found us some great winter coats.
Yes, and boots and things that are really just things that we need to start being considerate of and start, thinking about this when we're making our purchases. There's things about how they run their company, like how their factory is, their ethical practices with their employees, how they do their shipping, but also like the pieces themselves, the materials and how they're using it, and even like the end of life cycle. Like I didn't really even know that at the end, what happens to the piece after we're done with it, the end of its lifespan. That's important for all of us to know as well.
Absolutely. Okay, there are so many ways to be conscious of our impact on the environment. And Janice, these coats and boot combos, not only are they eco-friendly, they look amazing.
So right here we have this great parka, and it's by a Canadian brand called Wuxley. And so what they're doing is trying to make all of their products, and their whole company focus is really being humane and ethical on all aspects of it. So this coat is great. It's got some really nice movement to it, so it's not stiff. And they're using Primaloft, which we've heard a lot about in the last couple of years. Interestingly enough, Primaloft alone is made of 35% recycled materials. But what it does, it's replacing our typical down goose or goose down. And so what it is, it's insulating. It really lets you breathe. So you're staying, it's going to regulate your temperature inside. So no longer are we having these really big coats that are only used for those crazy cold days. Things that I pay attention to is this knitted portion around your wrist. So that's the spot if it gets cold. It's really unpleasant. And then the hood detail. I'm going to do this because look, there's wire in there that you can move to really create the protection that you need at that moment. And then hello, and we're finding these great pieces in boots as well. So this is Kamic. And it's a waterproof boot, and it's also made of Thinsulate. And now there's different degrees of Thinsulate. So this is kind of your not crazy deep cold winter boot, Thinsulate. But I like that it has a tread like this. And I like that it's rubber because as it's getting cold now, and I just pulled out my winter boots, they are so badly salt stained. And that's not gonna happen with the rubber boots. Well, this is what our everyday coat needs to be, is the parka. But then we also kind of wanna go out and dress up, don't we? Hopefully, one day. So this is a fabulous coat. And it's from Hilary McMillan, who is another Canadian designer. And she has made the very conscious choice to go all vegan, all humane, all animal friendly, which is amazing. So this is dead stock, and that's great for the environment because it's not going into, we're diverting it from a landfill. The best thing about this, it is double-sided. It's reversible. It is a 2-in-1 coat. And now how cool is that? I know.
Very cool.
And now we have another great recycled boot. And so this is from Cougar, and it's hard to find like a nice trim one up your leg that you can wear for dress, but it's got, again, a great tread on it. And because it's nylon, it's totally going to be waterproof. This is the perfect slushy walking through downtown to your office boot that's still going to wipe away and look really nice and really clean.
Which I know both boot brands that you mentioned actually do carry for the entire family, which is good for the grown-ups and the kids. Everybody wants to make sure they're being good to the environment.
Now what we have now is a longer parka, which is definitely in our Canadian winters a necessity as well. It's also Wuxley, and so it's got some great features that we're needing to look at. It's more of an A-line, so that's a great flattering fit because when we're layering it over other things. Also, they all go up to extra large, which is important to know. This has got some great detailing, which is the reflective tape. It is shocking to me how many coats don't have any reflective detail on them. And at like 5:30, it's pitch black. So we need to put it on there. This is something you need to look for. And again, it has the molding in the hood. It's got this detail where you can adjust the hood, how far it comes on your head, the toggle, the wristband, all great things that are going to keep us warm when we're watching a soccer game. for whatever reason, they play soccer in November. Great boot, again from Kamek. This is the one that is going to be the heavier Thinsulate, so it's kind of the same, just your deep winter, not as flexible, but great detail. Like, this is like fashion for me. All these layering pieces on top of each other, I love it. And then now we have, again, more dead stock faux fur. So this is what didn't go into production, didn't get sold, and they're bringing it out. It wasn't made for this collection, which is making sure it doesn't go into a landfill. And now how cute are these boots? Now Cougar is doing a whole conscious collection as well. It's faux fur and it looks super chic. And this is what we want to be able to wear when we're wearing a dress and going out. We want our boot to be super cute as well. So definitely so many options for us to stay warm, be cute and chic, but also be really, really good for our environment.
So fashionable, so stylish, and not one black coat in the bunch. So take some of our cues. Yes, you did a great job. I love that. Stylish and eco-friendly can go all together.